streaming. Okay, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here who are for the what is it, 10 box Panini Prizm Basketball Mega Box group break. So we have the teams already assigned. It was a pick your team group break. So I'm gonna name off the names and the owners right here. Starting off with the Atlanta Hawks, it's Mark Y. Boston Celtics is Marcus S. Brooklyn Nets is Lump 2490. Charlotte Hornets, it's Hunter Green. Chicago Bulls is Nathan C. Cleveland Cavaliers is Byron W. Dallas Mavericks, Charles R. Denver Nuggets is Rodney W. Detroit Pistons is Bradley C. Golden State Warriors is Bradley C. Houston Rockets is Byron W. Indiana Pacers is Scott W. Los Angeles Clippers, Nukon K. Los Angeles Lakers is Paul B. Grizzlies is Hunter C. The Heat is Tim W. The Bucks is Sal D. Minnesota Timberwolves is Nathan C. Pelicans is Bradley C. The Knicks is Robert A. Thunder, Anukon K. Magic, Anukon K. 76ers, Anukon K. Phoenix Suns is Chris B. Portland Trailblazers, Bradley C. Kings is Brent S. The Spurs is Hunter C. Raptors is Tim W. Jazz is Tim W. And finally, Wizards is Mark Y. So, we are here to start it off now. Good luck to everybody who has their teams right here. So we have 10 mega boxes. Let me set up the first box right here. Gonna need some space. I'm gonna put the boxes right here. You guys can see the top view camera. We have 10 boxes right here. Let me separate those accordingly. Put it like this. Give them some space for the cards we're about to open. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get to the first box right here. Good luck to everybody and their teams. Let's hope to get some good fire here. Again, if you're not sure which team you have, even though it was a pick your own team, on the top right, there should be an orange block that says teams. Click on that. A window should appear with the teams and the team owner names next to them. So let's get to it. The beautiful packs right there. We have an empty box to go along with it. And good luck to everyone. We're going to see a whole bunch of red cracked ice here. Some silver prisms as well. Pack is already starting to not open well. So let's slice it open. Alright, so going off for pack number 1. We're starting off with Terry Rozier, JJ Barea. We have Torian Prince. Nerlens Noel. First red cracked dice is going to be Shabazz Napier for the Washington Wizards. Behind that is Sabonis for the Indiana Pacers. Behind Sabonis, we have a silver prism. That's going to be Cassius Stanley. So our first silver prism rookie right there is going to be Cassius Stanley for the Pacers. Nice looking card right there. Behind Stanley, we have Sadiq Bey, instant impact for the Detroit Pistons. Following Sadiq Bey, we have Xavier Tillman, our first base rookie right there for the Memphis Grizzlies. Following that Tillman is going to be Peyton Pritchard right there for the Boston Celtics. So we get about 4 rookies right there in pack number 1. Off to a good start right there. Let's see what pack number 2 has in store for us here. Right here we have Landry Shamet, Davis Bertans, Dennis Rodman, Jamal Murray. Red cracked ice here is going to be Brandon Clark for the Memphis Grizzlies. Next cracked ice is Jaylen Brown for the Boston Celtics. Behind that is Tim Hardaway Jr., Dallas Mavericks cracked ice. Behind that we have a silver Jalen Smith, not a silver, a green prism Jalen Smith right there for the Phoenix Suns Emergent. Following that Jalen Smith is going to be Fred VanVleet. And last card for this pack is Kira Lewis Jr. for the Pelicans. So right there we get a nice green prism, Jalen Smith Emergent for the Suns. Let's see what pack number 3 has in store for us here. We have John Wall, Paul George, Duncan Robinson. Cracked ice here is going to be Elijah Hudges. So we got a red cracked ice rookie here for the Utah Jazz. Behind that is Andrew Wiggins, Golden State Warriors. We have a silver prism here. It's going to be Kevin Porter Jr. for Cleveland Cavaliers. Behind KPJ, we have sophomore stars right here. Welcoming him back is Kobe White for the Chicago Bulls. Behind White is Markelle Fultz for the Orlando Magic. Final card for this pack is going to be RJ Hampton. RJ Hampton for the Denver Nuggets. Now with the Orlando Magic. Going off to our next one here. Right here we have Eric Pascal, John Collins, Dwayne Wade. We have DeJounte Murray. Red cracked ice here is going to be Harrison Barnes for the Sacramento Kings. Behind Barnes, we have Reggie Bullock for the Knicks. Third cracked ice will be Bruce Brown for the Detroit Pistons. Following up with Brown is going to be Kemba Walker, dominance for the Boston Celtics. Behind Walker is going to be Kyle Kuzma. Right there for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now with the Wizards. Behind this is Tobias Harris. So, no base rookies right here on this pack. We do get a Kemba Walker dominance for the Celtics. Next one up, we're going to have George Hill. We got a first tribute right here. LeBron James right there going to the Lakers. LeBron James tributes right there. Behind that LeBron is Giannis Antetokounmpo. And then Pascal Siakam. Red cracked ice here is Joe Ingles. PJ Washington Jr. We have a silver prism. That's going to be Kyle Lowry for the Toronto Raptors. Behind Lowry, we have Kira Lewis Jr. on Emergent. Behind Lewis is going to be Okongwu right there, rookie for the Atlanta Hawks. Final card for this pack, we have Sadiq Bey for the Detroit Pistons. So a pretty nice pack right there. Emergent Kira Lewis, LeBron tribute, 2 rookies, one of them being Sadiq Bey. Final card here for box number 1. Let's see what we have. We have Cody Zeller, Alex Caruso, Larry Nance Jr. We have Danny Green. Red cracked ice for the final box number 1 is going to be Terrence Ross for the Magic. Behind that is Cassius Stanley. So Pacers already getting a silver prism Stanley and now a red cracked ice. Behind Cassius Stanley is going to be Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies. Behind Clark, we have Precious Achiuwa, a rookie for the Miami Heat. Then it's going to be RJ Barrett. Following off that Barrett, last card for this box is Isaac Okoro, rookie for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Right there. Put these to the side. Let me throw away the packs real quick. And we move on to the next box. I'll get them from right here. So now we're going off with box number 2. Right there should be an empty box right there. And let's go at box number 2 here. Box number 2 right here is going to consist of Frank Kaminsky, Eric Bledsoe, Shake Milton, Jonas Valanciunas. First red cracked ice is going to be Otto Porter Jr. for the Chicago Bulls. Behind that is Kevin Durant for the Brooklyn Nets. Then we have a silver prism. That's going to be DeJounte Murray for the San Antonio Spurs. Following up with that is Kevin Durant once again right there. Behind KD, we have Robert Woodward for the Sacramento Kings. Then it's going to be Jarrett Culver for the Timberwolves. Moving on to the second pack. Black Capybara says Woodward. We have right here Aaron Holiday. We have Lewis Dort. Jay Crowder, LaMarcus Aldridge. Cracked ice here is going to be Avery Bradley for the Lakers. Following that up is Mike Conley for the Utah Jazz. Then we have Anthony Simmons for the Portland Trailblazers. Behind that is Stephen Curry. Behind him, we have Grant Riller. So we get a troll right there, Grant Riller. Behind Riller is going to be Nick Richards. No surprise right there. Wasn't really expecting a Melo behind that. Bronze. No, you're saying it wrong. Oh yeah. I know I say it. I know I say it wrong. That's how I like to call him, Woodward. But yeah, I realize that it's a Woodward. We have Royce O'Neal, but thank you for that. Thank you for that. Cameron Johnson, Karis LeVert, Anthony Simmons. We have Obi Toppin right here on the red cracked ice for the New York Knicks. Behind Toppin is going to be Joel Embiid, trust the process for the 76ers. Silver Prizm is going to be Daniel Oturu right here for the Los Angeles Clippers. So a Silver Prizm going to the Clippers right there, Daniel Oturu. Behind that is Jalen Smith on Instant Impact. Behind Jalen Smith, we have OG Anunoby. Behind Anunoby is Zach LaVine. Right here. Going off to the next pack. Black Capybara saying what's... Yeah, so you get auto-generated names for any random viewer that joins us here. We have Rudy Gay. Then we have Blake Griffin, Marquise Chris, Matisse Thybulle. Red cracked ice here is going to be Patty Mills for the San Antonio Spurs. Next up is Wendell Carter Jr. Behind Wendell is going to be JJ Redick, the sports announcer now. Behind Redick, we have Devin Booker. That is a Silver Prizm Dominance Devin Booker right there for the Phoenix Suns. Behind Booker is Trey Jones for the San Antonio Spurs. Final card for this pack, we have Rui Hachimura. That's Hachimura. Love saying his last name. It's like a zoo in here. Next up, we have Jackson Hayes, KCP. We have Hassan Whiteside, Laurie Markkinen. Red cracked ice is going to be Kenyon Martin Jr., rookie right there for the Houston Rockets. Behind that is Furkan Korkmaz. So I'm pretty sure I butchered that name right there. Then we have John Wall, Silver Prizm for the Washington Wizards. Behind Wall is going to be Isaiah Stewart, the boxer right there, going to the Pistons, emergent. Then we have Shaq. We got Diesel in here, Shaquille O'Neal. Final card for this pack is Kenyon Martin Jr. again right there for the Houston Rockets. Final pack for box number 2. First time, didn't even know this place existed. Oh, well, welcome Bronze Opossum. Welcome to the hobby markets. We have Victor Oladipo, Sekou Demboya. Then we have Damian Lillard, Dame time. DeAndre Jordan. Cracked ice here is going to be Dante DiVincenzo for the Bucks. Followed up with Robert Covington. Behind Covington, Silver Prizm is going to be Dwayne Wade. So a nice vet right there to get. Dwayne Wade for the Miami Heat. Behind that, we have Joel Embiid on Dominance. Behind Embiid is Wendell Carter Jr. Final card for box number 2 is Obi Toppin. So yet again, we see Obi Toppin right there for the New York Knicks. But yeah, to anybody that is new here, welcome to the hobby markets. I am the breaker here, Chaka's crew. And you guys are free to make a account right there with us. I'm just moving the base off to the side. Don't want the stack to fall over. You can make a free account right there with us. That way we can go with a better username for yourself. But for now, you do get random auto-generated names if you're not if you don't have an account here with us. So we have a empty box right there. I'm a dad. I got bad jokes for days. Well, you won't be the only one here. Trust me. You won't be the only one here. Alright, so pack number 1 for box number 3. We start off with Tyus Jones. We have Malcolm Brogdon, J.J. Redick, Joel Embiid. Cracked ice here is going to be Shake Milton, followed by Doug McDermott. Behind McDermott is Joel Embiid again. We're seeing a lot of Joel Embiid. Silver Prizm for the 76ers. Then we have a nice emergent Cole Anthony for the Orlando Magic. Behind Anthony is Jaden McDaniels for the Timberwolves. Behind McDaniels we have Jalen Smith for the Phoenix Suns. So 2 rookies right there, back to back. We're going back to back. Going off to the next one here, we have Robert Williams III, Aaron Holiday, Mike Conley, Otto Porter Jr. Cracked ice here is going to be Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers. Behind Leonard, we have Derek White for the Spurs. Then it's going to be George Hill for the Milwaukee Bucks. Behind Hill, we have Silver Prizm. Oh, a green Prizm LaMelo Ball. Emergent right there. Hello, LaMelo. So we get a nice looking LaMelo Ball right there. Bang. Behind LaMelo is, look at that, Anthony Edwards base right there. Another bang. And following up with that is Evan Fournier. So both the Hornets and the Timberwolves eat right there. Green Prizm emergent of LaMelo Ball. To follow along with that is a base Anthony Edwards. Give me a quick second just to top load these 2 guys up real quick. Alright, going on to the next one. So Charlotte and then Timberwolves right after that. Bronze Possum saying buyer on LaMelo. Get at me on IG, King Culture Sports Cards. There you go. We have a Lewis Dort, Frank Kaminsky, Nikola Jokic, Mo Bamba. Cracked ice here is going to be Tyler Bay for the Dallas Mavericks. Right there, Tyler Bay for the Mavericks. Behind Tyler Bay, we have a nice Vince Carter right there for the Toronto Raptors. Nice little throwback. Then we have Darius Garland for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Behind Garland is going to be Kyrie Irving. Right there, dominance for Kyrie Irving. Behind Irving is Jordan Nwora for the Milwaukee Bucks. Final card for this pack is Bradley Beal. Going on to the next pack here. Right here we have Eric Bledsoe, Royce O'Neal, Dennis Schroeder, Zion Williamson. Behind Zion, cracked ice is going to be John Collins. Behind Collins is there a card that's stuck? I feel like it was a card stuck. We have Killian Hayes, a rookie for the Detroit Pistons. Behind that is Stephen Curry for Golden State. Behind that, we have Tyrese Maxey. Hit the camera right there a bit. Sorry about that. Tyrese Maxey, emergent for the 76ers. Behind Maxey, we have Malachi Flynn for the Toronto Raptors. Behind Flynn is Jake Layman for the Timberwolves. Next up, we have Cameron Johnson, Rudy Gay, Jeremy Grant. We have Chris Dunn. Cracked ice here is going to be Eric Pascal for the Golden State Warriors. Behind Pascal is Kendrick Nunn for the Miami Heat, now with the Lakers. Silver Prizm here is going to be Dorian Finney-Smith for the Dallas Mavericks. Following up with Smith is going to be Josh Green, Instant Impact. Behind Green, we have Saben Lee for the Detroit Pistons. Final card for this pack is a 1/1 right there, Rodney Hood for the Portland Trail Blazers. Okay, gotcha. All right, so final pack for box number 3. Right here we have Blake Griffin, Jackson Hayes, Aquaman Steven Adams, Wesley Matthews. Cracked ice is going to be Jordan Clarkson for the Utah Jazz. Next to that is Paul George for the Clippers. Silver is going to be J.J. Redick, the announcer for the Pelicans. Behind Redick, we have sophomore stars right there, Darius Garland for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Next up, we have Magic Johnson for the Lakers. Final card here is going to be Kevin Love. So not many rookies right there. Alright, so let me throw away the trash. Let's do it like this. Give us some more room right here. Stack this box up. Alright there. Alright. Let's go into the next one. Get the nice fresh packs out. We should have an empty box right there. And let's get to it here. Well, that pack did not want to open up good. There we go. Pack number 1. Right here we have Aaron Baines. We have Torrey Craig, Jay Crowder, LaMarcus Aldridge. Red cracked ice is going to be J.J. Barea. Behind Barea is Darius Garland for the Cavaliers. Then Silver Prizm is DeAndre Hunter for the Atlanta Hawks. Behind Hunter, we have Joel Embiid, Dominance. Next up is Pokusevski right there for OKC. Then we're going to have Andre Drummond for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Next pack up here. We have Bismack Biyombo, Domantas Sabonis, Karis LeVert, and Anthony Hardaway. Then we have P.J. Washington Jr., cracked ice, following up with Terry Rozier. Some trolls right there. Then it's going to be James Wiseman, red cracked ice for Golden State. Nice one right there. Behind Wiseman is going to be Denny Avdija on the Emergent for the Wizards. Behind Avdija is Daniel Oturu. Then Oturu behind that is C.J. McCollum. Let me sleeve up and top load the Wiseman right there. Nice to have the top 3. Hopefully Wiseman can make a quick recovery back soon. Next up, we have Daniel House Jr., Ish Smith, Marquise Chris, Matisse Thybulle. Red cracked ice is a nice Jordan Poole right there. Behind Poole, we have Jeff Green for the Rockets. Then Stephen Curry on the Silver Prizm right there for Golden State Warriors. Behind that is Sadiq Bey. Behind Sadiq Bey is going to be Nico Mannion. Behind Nico Mannion, we have Tyler Hero to end off right there that pack. Next one up, we're going to have Harrison Barnes, Tim Hardaway Jr., Hassan Whiteside. Then we have Lauri Markkanen. Red cracked ice is a nice DeMar DeRozan. Behind Rosen is going to be Jaylen Brown. Behind Jaylen Brown is Paul Millsap for the Denver Nuggets. Behind Millsap, we have Denny Avdija. I believe this is a silver Prizm instant impact of Denny Avdija. Behind Avdija is going to be Cassius Winston for the Wizards. And we got Brian Forbes for the San Antonio Spurs. Next pack up, we have Thomas Bryant, Terrence Ross, Dame Time, DeAndre Jordan. Red Cracked Ice is going to be Patrick Williams, a nice team color right there for the Chicago Bulls. Behind Williams is going to be Andrew Wiggins for Golden State Warriors. Behind Wiggins, Silver Prizm is Kevin Love for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Behind Love, we have sophomore stars once again right there of Kobe White. Behind Kobe White is going to be Theo Maledon right there for OKC. Behind Maledon, we have James Johnson for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Going on to our final pack right here for this box, we have Reggie Bullock, KPJ, Kevin Garnett, Brandon Ingram. Red Cracked Ice is Michael Porter Jr. Next up is Luke Kennard for the Pistons. Silver Prizm is Kevin Durant for the Brooklyn Nets. Behind Durant, we have Kemba Walker for the Celtics. Behind Walker is going to be DeMar Carroll. And our final card for this is going to be Jamias Ramsey right there. If you guys can give me one quick second, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Was just taking out the trash real quick. Alright. That was the quick poop. Taking out the trash. Yeah, so there's a custodian here who comes right around like 6:30 to pick up the trash. So, and they don't like it to leave out the trash outside the hallways. So they were knocking at the door right now. So I'll just give them the bag real quick. So what is this? Box number 5. So we're halfway there. Halfway there. Don't stun. We all poo. Right here. Should be an empty box. Let's get to it. So the next one right here. Next box. We start off here with Dwight Powell, DeAnthony Melton, Kevin Huerter, Thaddeus Young. We have Jordan Poole, another Jordan Poole, red crack. Behind Poole is Thomas Bryant for the Wizards. Then we have Reggie Bullock, Silver Prizm for the Knicks. Behind Bullock is going to be Dwayne Wade for Team USA. Then we have Tyrese Maxey. Behind Maxey is Devin Booker for the Phoenix Suns. Going on to the next one here. We have Ilyasova, Marcus Smart, Draymond Green, Dirk Nowitzki. Cracked Ice is going to be DeMar DeRozan once again. Behind DeRozan is going to be Daniel Theis. Behind Theis is KPJ. Next one up is going to be Zion on Dominance. Behind Zion, we have Elijah Hudges for Utah Jazz. Final card for this pack is Brandon Clark. So we get a nice Zion Dominance right there for the Pelicans. Right here we have Derrick Jones Jr. followed by De'Aaron Fox. Then it's going to be Jimmy Butler. Behind Butler is Seth Curry. Then red cracked ice is Luke Kennard for the Pistons. Behind Kennard we have Kevin Knox for the Knicks. Then it's going to be Brandon Ingram, Silver Prizm for the Pelicans. Behind that is Malachi Flynn on Emergent. Behind Flynn is Cassius Stanley for the Pacers. Put that on the wrong stack. There we go, Cassius Stanley. And we have Joe Ingles to finish off that pack right there. Moving on to the next one. We have Dylan Brooks, Bogan Bogdanovic, Al Hofford, Emmanuel Mudiay. Red cracked ice is Darius Garland. Behind that is Jordan Clarkson. Then Trey Young for the Hawks. Behind Young, we have a silver Prizm instant impact of Malachi Flynn for the Raptors. Behind Flynn is going to be Luke Kennard. Behind Kennard, we have DeMar DeRozan. So no base rookies right there. Forgot how few and far between rookie color was in these. And then bronze. I'll be right back, guys. About to drop a quick brown pause. We have Eric Gordon, Nikola Vucevic, Derek Favors. We got Bajelica Nemanja, James Wiseman again right there on the red cracked ice for the Warriors. So we keep on getting some more Wiseman. Behind Wiseman is Miles Bridges for the Hornets. Then Elijah Hudges, I believe that's the second one, or no, I think the other one was a Cassius Stanley for the Pacers, but it's Silver Prizm, Elijah Hudges. Then next up is gonna be Patrick Williams Instant Impact. Following that up is a James Wiseman right there. I'm not surprised. Nice base Wiseman, and Darius Garland. The Warriors are eating. Same print run over and over. Next up here, we have Donovan Mitchell, Elfrid Payton. We have Aaron Gordon, Josh Jackson. That's going to be Zach Collins. Man, I keep on hitting this. Let me move it a little bit to the side right here. More better. Zach Collins. Behind that, ooh, we might have gotten an auto here. What is this going to be? Miles Turner. Nope, we just got trolled there. So we got trolled to Miles Turner. Then it's going to be Terrence Ross. This pack is all over the place. Terrence Ross, Silver Prizm. Following that up is a nice Halliburton right there for the Sacramento Kings, Emergent. Behind Hallie is going to be CJ Ellaby for the Portland Trail Blazers. And final card here, sort of stuck, is going to be Miles Turner. Miles Turner. And that is the 5th box, I believe. Going on to the 6th one now. Right here. Dukri is saying, where you at quickly? Hopefully we'll see him soon here. We got to. So far we have a red cracked ice Obi Toppin. Next box up is Bogdanovic, Brooke Lopez, Jarrett Allen. We have Malik Beasley. Red cracked ice is going to start off with Jeremy Lamb. Then it's going to be OG Anunoby. Behind Anunoby, Silver Prizm of Landry Shamet for the Clippers. Then it's going to be Dwayne Wade. Behind Wade, we have Nico Collins. Behind Nico Mannion. Oh, man. Then we have Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero. All these cards to open. They get you sometimes. They get you. We have Michael Porter Jr., Paul Millsap. We have Korzkmas, J.J. Redick. Red cracked ice is a nice Ja Morant for the Grizzlies. Behind Ja is going to be Dwayne Bacon right there. Some nice breakfast. Then it's going to be Nick Richards. Oh, man. Close to LaMelo right there. Charlotte Hornets. Nick Richards. Behind Richards is Zion Dominance once again. Behind Zion, we have Cassius Winston. For the Wizards, the final card for this pack is Brian Forbes. Bronze Possum saying Ja. Next pack up right here, we have Jeff Green, Terry Rozier, Joel Embiid, Mike Conley. Red cracked ice is Norman Powell for the Raptors. Next up is TJ Warren for the Pacers. Silver Prizm is Duncan Robinson for the Miami Heat. Behind Robinson is going to be Malachi Flynn for the Toronto Raptors. Then we have Theo Maledon for OKC. Following up with that is James Johnson for the Timberwolves. Next pack up, we have JJ Barea, Landry Shamet, Otto Porter Jr. We have Nikola Jokic. Then it's going to be Grant Riller again right there, getting trolled for the Hornets. Red Cracked Ice. Behind Riller is Marcus Morris Sr. And then we got Elfrid Payton. Following that up is Silver Prism. Aaron Nesmith Emergent Silver Prism for the Boston Celtics. Nice card right there. Behind Nesmith is going to be Damari Carroll. Behind Carroll is Jamias Ramsey. So no Halliburton base yet. We need to see him still. Next up we have Bertans, John Wall, Mo Bamba. We have Dennis Schroeder. Red Cracked Ice is Jarrett Culver. Behind him is Lonnie Walker. Then we have Silver Prism. That's going to be Mark Gasol. Behind Mark Gasol, we have Patrick Williams. Instant Impact for the Chicago Bulls. Behind Williams is LaMelo Hello Ball for the Charlotte Hornets. And then behind that is Bobby Portis for the New York Knicks. So we get another LaMelo here. Nice to see LaMelo Hello Ball. Yeah, it's a base LaMelo. We take those. We take those. Last pack right here. Right here we have Paul George, Eric Pascal, Zion Williamson, followed by Jeremy Grant. Behind Grant is going to be Donovan Mitchell, Spider. And then it's Robert Woodward right there for Red Cracked Ice for the Kings. Silver Prism is JJ Barea. Behind Barea, we have Tyrese Halliburton right there, again on Emergent. Love to see him there. Behind Hallie is Ricky Rubio. Behind Rubio, final card for this box, Tyrell Terry for the Dallas Mavericks. So let me move away this base real quick. Let me move away the Red Cracked Ice as well, starting to create a big old stack. Alright, so now we have more space right here to work with. Let me rearrange the boxes. We have 4 more boxes left, guys. 4 more boxes left. And yeah, Elia's right. I PC Halliburton. Right here, 3 more packs left. Come on. Right here, empty box. Jonas saying you do chuckers. Desmond Bain or Devin Vassell up in here anywhere. Let's hope so. So right here we have Montrezl Harrell, Matthew Dellavedova, Delhi. We have Austin Rivers, Kyrie Irving. Red Cracked Eyes is Scary Terry Rozier. Behind that we have James Man, the Warriors. My God. Warriors continue it. Oh my God. Silver Prism is Gordon Hayward. My God. 3 Cracked Ice James Wiseman's, I believe. Then it's going to be Patrick Williams on Emergent. Behind that is Tyrese Maxey. Final one here is Devin Booker. My God. Yo, Warriors are eating. Who's Warriors here? It's Bradley C. Bradley C, man. Just wait until Wiseman comes back. We have Malik Monk. We have Bogan Bogdanovic. Ivan Zubac. Carmelo Anthony. Red Cracked Ice is Jaylen Brown. Followed up with Jeff Green. Then DeMar DeRozan. Behind that is Zeke Naji, Instant Impact. Behind Naji, we're going to have Elijah Hudges. Behind Hudges is Brandon Clark. Following up the next one. Oh, go. Got some of it right there. We have Landry Shamet, Bertans, Jamal Murray. We have Duncan Robinson. Red Cracked Ice is Brooke Lopez, followed up with Cassius Stanley. Red Cracked Ice. Silver Prism is Tristan Thompson, followed up with LaMelo Ball right there. Instant Impact LaMelo. We see him once again. Then we have CJ Ellaby, followed by Miles Turner. Let me sleeve up LaMelo there. So Hornets get some more LaMelo right there. We have 3 boxes left. 3 boxes left, including these packs here. Next up, we have Brooke Lopez, Michael Porter Jr. We have James Harden, Cam Reddish. Red Cracked Ice is Andrew Wiggins. Follow that up with Paul Millsap. Behind Millsap, Silver Prism is Malik Beasley. Behind Beasley, we have Poku Shevsky, Emergent. Behind Poku, we have Cassius Stanley. Then final card for this pack is Joe Ingles. They've seen the same pack like 7 times. Yeah. That's where we got the 3 Wisemans. Jeff Green, Paul Millsap, Juan Hernan Gomez. We have Taurean Prince. Red Cracked Ice is Luke Kennard with Dwight Howard. Then it's Michael Porter Jr. followed up with LeBron James right there. Dominance. Behind LeBron is going to be Luke Kennard once again. And we end off with DeMar DeRozan. No base rookies there. Final pack for this box. We have Scary Terry Rozier, JJ Barea, Nerlens Noel, Dennis Rodman, Joe Ingles, Red Cracked Ice. Behind that is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Behind Shea is Jalen Smith, the Silver Prism right there for the Phoenix Suns. Behind Jalen Smith, we're going to have a sophomore stars of P.J. Washington Jr. Behind that is James Wiseman right there, because why not, to get some more Wiseman. Then we have Darius Garland to follow up with that. Going off the next box here. Jonan is calling next box Wiseman Red Cracked. Overstock Boys saying hope so. Right here, I believe we have one more pack. Should be an empty box right there. Bronze Possum. We have right $1 million. Paul George, Eric Pascal, Dwayne Wade. We have DeJounte Murray. Red Cracked Ice is Isaiah Stewart right there, the boxer for the Detroit Pistons. Red Cracked Ice. Behind Stewart is going to be Matisse Thybulle. Behind Thybulle is Markelle Fultz, Silver Prism for the Magic. Then we have Darius Garland on Sophomore Stars. Following up with that is Kendrick Nunn. Behind Nunn is Killian Hayes for the Detroit Pistons. Wiseman part of the case. Right here we have Bogan Bogdanovic, Brooke Lopez, Carmelo Anthony, James Harden. So we've seen these before. We have Jonathan Isaac, Red Cracked Ice, followed up with DeAndre Jordan. Behind Jordan, Silver Prism is RJ Hampton right there for the Denver Nuggets. Nice Silver Prism Hampton. Next up is Cole Anthony, Emergent for Orlando Magic. Next up is Joe Ingles. A final card here is Cassius Stanley for the Pacers. Jonan right there, same, what is it, next pack Wiseman red. We have Michael Porter Jr., Paul Millsap, Cam Reddish. We have Juan Hernan Gomez. Red cracked ice is Dylan Brooks. Behind Brooks, we have, oh, a nice Cole Anthony. Red cracked ice for the Orlando Magic. Behind Cole Anthony is going to be Dame Time. Nice red cracked ice with Damian Lillard. Next up, we have Kyrie Irving Dominance. Then we got Luke Kennard. Behind that is DeMar DeRozan. Panini is so trash. They have not been the best at all. This is why sometimes I get glad that Fanatics is taking over, but then again, you know, sometimes I don't. It's sort of like a 50-50 with me. Makes it up for a brown possum one time. We have Jeff Green, Scary Terry Rozier, Torian Prince. We have Nerlens Noel. Behind that is De'Aaron Fox. Next up, we have Vernon Carey Jr. right there, getting trolled for the Hornets. Behind that is Yusuf Nurkic. Behind Nurkic, we have Tyrese Maxey on Emergent. Behind Maxey, a Wiseman, because why not? Some more James Wiseman. And then we have Darius Garland. Fanatics will save us all. I mean, let's hope so. Let's hope so, man. Man, these packs don't want to open up nicely. Fanatics gonna be worse and more expensive, way more. Yeah, that's you know, there's pros and cons for, you know, the whole new deal. We have JJ Barea, Landry Shamet, Dennis Rodman, Jamal Murray. Red cracked dice here is Lauri Markkanen. Then we have Derek Jones Jr. Following up with that is Enes Kanter for the Boston Celtics. Behind Kanter, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo, silver prism right there, dominance. Behind Giannis, we have CJ Ellaby. Behind Ellaby is going to be Miles Turner. Put this to the side. Yeah, the Fanatics 400 Blaster box. We'll have the Blaster be $100 at least. Yeah, I mean, let's hope that doesn't happen right there. Final pack for this box. We have Bertans, John Wall. We have Duncan Robinson, Bam Adebayo. Behind that is Hassan Whiteside, red cracked ice. Followed up with Marcus Smart. Silver prism is Jay Crowder. Behind Crowder, we have Josh Green, instant impact. Behind Green is Desmond Bane. There we go, bad news Baines. And it's going to be Skylar Mays right there for the Atlanta Hawks to end off that box there. Black Capybara, about your question about the same case. I'm not the one that handles the purchasing right here. I mean, we buy them from cases, so I don't see why not. But yeah, we would have to ask the supplier right there, but we always buy cases. We don't buy them separate. Unless we're not trying to get that many boxes of a certain product, then we'll buy like half a case of them. But yeah. So, next one here, we have Gary Harris. We have Devontae Graham, Kevin Garnett, Brandon Ingram. Cracked ice is Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal for Lakers. Then it's Malik Beasley. Behind that is Andre Drummond, silver prism. Behind Drummond, we're going to have Denny Avdija on Emergent. Behind Avdija, we have Avery Bradley for Lakers. Then next up, we have Precious Achiuwa for the Miami Heat. Next up, we have Tim Duncan, followed by Klay Thompson. Then we have Kyle Lowry, DJ Augustine. Behind that is Chris Middleton, cracked ice, followed by Rui Hachimura. Behind him is Jarrett Allen. Then we have Sadiq Bey, instant impact for the Pistons. Behind Sadiq Bey is Devin Vassell. So there we get a Vassell right there for the San Antonio Spurs. And last card right there for this pack, Caleb Martin for the Hornets. Did Wiseman go off like this in the first half? Next up is Joe Harris, Kobe White. We have Jason Tatum, Lonnie Walker. Red Cracked Ice here is Clint Capella, followed up with Trey Jones for the San Antonio Spurs. Red Cracked Ice. Behind that is Davis Bertans, Silver Prism, followed up with Sophomore Stars, another Kobe White right there. Behind White, we have Harry Giles, and then it's Denny Avdija for the Washington Wizards. Next up is Danilo Gallinari, Allen Iverson, Marcus Morris Sr., Norman Powell. Red Cracked Ice is Maxi Kebler. Behind that is Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Quickly. There you go. Now we got a Quickly in here. Red Cracked Ice Quickly for the Knicks. Behind Quickly is going to be Kemba Walker, Dominance. Behind Walker is Brody, Russell Westbrook. Behind Westbrook, we have Mark Gasol. So there we go. We finally see an Emmanuel Quickly right there on the Red Cracked Ice. Now you got the pair right there, Obi Toppin and Quickly. Jeff Teague. We have Montrezl Harrell, a nice Ja Morant. Marvin Bagley only took 10 boxes, yeah. Marvin Bagley. We have Tony Snell, Red Cracked. Julius Randle. Silver Prism is Bam Adebayo for the Miami Heat. And we have Kira Lewis Jr., Emergent. Following up that Lewis is Pokusevski for OKC. And then it's Andre Drummond for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Final pack for the second to last box. We have one more box to go after this. Right here we have Matthew Dellavedova, Malik Monk. We have Tony Snell, Maxi Kebler. Red Cracked Ice is Zach LaVine, followed by Marvin Bagley III. Then we have Silver Prism Pokusevski right there for OKC. Behind Poku is going to be Precious Achiuwa on Instant Impact. Behind Achiuwa, we have Daniel Oturu. And behind him is CJ McCollum. We are down to our final box here. We have one more pack in here. Right there, empty box. Final box here. So we have Anthony Simmons, Kevin Durant is going to be PJ Washington Jr., followed by Kevin Knox. Red Cracked Ice here is going to be Shake Milton. Then we have Chris Paul, followed by Silver Prism of DeAndre Jordan for the Brooklyn Nets. Behind Jordan, we have Kevin Durant. Behind KD is Bruce Brown. Then it's going to be Emmanuel Quickly right there. So we get a Quickly base right here for the Knicks. Next up, we have TJ Warren, Dwayne Bacon. We have Darius Baisley, Kemba Walker. Red Cracked Ice here is CJ Ellaby for the Portland Trailblazers. Behind Ellaby is going to be Stephen Curry, the GOAT, right there for Golden State Warriors. Silver Prism is Kevin Garnett, right there for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Next one up is going to be Kawhi Leonard on Dominance. Then we have Desmond Bane, some more Bad News Banes right there. And we have Skylar Mays for the Atlanta Hawks. Next pack up, we have Jeremy Lamb, Julius Randle. We have Goran Dragic, Josh Richardson. Red cracked ice here is Josh Hart, followed with Desmond Bain right there. Bad news, Baines. Behind Bain, the red cracked ice is Derek White. Then we're going to have sophomore stars right here of R.J. Barrett. We have Kendrick Nunn. Behind Nunn is Killian Hayes right there for the Detroit Pistons. They're crying, called speaking into existence. That works, I'm buying a bag of onions. We have Spencer Dinwiddie, Clint Capella. We have Shabazz Napier, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I keep on hitting that right there. Red cracked dice is Buddy Hield with Vince Carter. Behind Vince is Devin Booker. Behind Booker we have Killian Hayes, instant impact. Behind Hayes is Langston Galloway. Then we're going to have Tyler Bay for the Dallas Mavericks. Next one up, we have Chris Middleton. We have Dante DiVincenzo. We have Dwight Howard and Andrew Wiggins. Red cracked ice here is going to be Will Barton, followed by Kendrick Nunn. Behind Nunn is going to be Jonas Valanciunas. Behind Valanciunas is going to be James Wiseman on Emergent. I believe our first Emergent for James Wiseman. Then it's going to be Kawhi Leonard, followed by Azubuike for the Utah Jazz. Down to our final pack here. Final pack here is going to be Robert Covington, Patty Mills, Jaylen Brown, Jordan Poole. Final red cracked dice here is going to be Kristaps Porzingis, followed by Skylar Mays, red cracked ice, rookie right there for the Atlanta Hawks. Then we have silver prism of Thomas Bryant for the Washington Wizards. Behind Bryant is going to be Jason Tatum, dominance for the Boston Celtics. Final cards here is going to be Colin Sexton and right there Aaron Nesmith. Right here is the last one. I'm going to do a recap tonight. We are recording the break right now, so we should have that posted up, I believe, tonight. Ilya, do you know when we'll have the stream posted? Holy crap, I have a... Oh, crap. Give me a second. Don't tell me I logged out of it. Did I? Fuck. Alright, I didn't lose you guys right there, right? I logged out by accident. Oh, okay, nice, nice. Yeah, so let me just show the... If you guys want to see the hits right there, I could show it to you guys. Voodoo Kri saying thanks for the break, fellas. No problem, Voodoo. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a great one right there. You know, Warriors 8 right there. Warriors 8. The Hornets, they got some LaMelo. We got one Anthony Edwards. But I hope everyone is happy with it. Again, if you're new here to the hobby markets, welcome. You know, if you feel like you want to sign up right there for an account, they're free to do so. I enjoy all breaks about the suspense. Nice, nice. So right here, we got, I don't know how many Wisemans. Red correct eyes, 1, 2. We got a LaMelo Ball right here. Then we have an instant impact LaMelo Ball, followed by another James Wiseman red cracked ice. Then we have an Anthony Edwards base right there, followed with a green Prizm LaMelo Ball. Those are the ones that I have top loaded for now. So we will be sorting out the teams, sleeving them up, top loading the ones that are necessary to do so. And your cards will be getting to you soon. If there's any recommendations you guys have for us, please feel free to let us know. Something that we can improve on. Or, yeah, just if you have any questions or recommendations, I'm here to hear for it. Either saying Chaga spends every day doing personals. Yeah, so we do personals from 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8:30. So yeah, if you guys are interested in getting any boxes from there, feel free to do so. It'll be over on the personal breaks tab. That's where I'm going to be switching over in just a couple of minutes. So yeah, let me end the recording.